Ooh, might make your head blow off.
Hey yo, it's a talk show host, Kana Lassiter. Join me for an episode of Relations, the most lit hour of adult conversation.
Hold up, you know you can't forget about me. It's 51 Spade, Alpha Male God, one half of Relations. You wanna hear the truth? Can you handle the truth? It's where it's at, baby. It's where it's at, baby.
What's good? Welcome to an all-new episode of Relations. My name is Kana Lassiter.
Say it with me now, Alpha Male God, 51 Spade, a.k.a. the ninja you love to hate. I'm in the building.
You know how we do this. We tackle two topics in 1 hour. The first topic is it more important to keep the peace or get some straightening? That's the number one topic. The number two topic tonight is tit for tat. Let's go. So let's dive right in. I feel like everybody's only going to be on the attack on the first subject. So let's get into it. Let's just get into it. Is it more important to keep the peace or do you need to get some straightening? I, for one, am a fan of getting some motherfucking straightening. And there's only one reason why. I think when you don't say anything, it affects your behavior. It affects how you would normally do things. So if you don't talk about it, it doesn't mean that you're not going to react to it. So if you can't be non-reactionary, meaning you don't react to whatever the situation is at hand, if you can't choose that, then you might as well say something. So I'm going to vote for, I think it's more important to get the shit off your chest. I understand where the keep the peace phrase is coming in at. I am normally a submissive woman. So I get where it is, hey, your kingdom is supposed to be peaceful. I get that 100%. But what a huge sacrifice, another huge sacrifice yet that a woman has to make when shit is fucked up. She has to choose either what hurt my feelings or keeping the man's peace because he's the provider and he's the king and he's got the whole world fighting against him. So I got to shut the fuck up and suffer in silence. And I have a problem with that.
I could see both sides. I'm not gonna disagree with you 100%. I'm gonna say this is one of those situations that is kind of situational. You're gonna have to know your mate. You're gonna have to know your relationship, and you're gonna have to know your household. Is how it operates in a whole. Because I'm a firm believer everybody can't handle truth. And some people handle truth better than others. I'm a blunt person, so I tend to say things that normally would probably hurt somebody else's feelings. Like if I'm out in a club somewhere and I'm with my lady, I'm just gonna paint like a broad scenario. I'm out in the club with my lady, another attractive female go by. I feel like, what the fuck? I look like having to turn my head because my old lady with me. If I want to see her titties and ass, I feel like I should be like, damn. Look at this girl tits and ass, man. This girl finer than a motherfucker. Now, that's not going to work in every relationship. Someone might get smacked. You know what I'm saying? Because even though he's saying how he feels and he's being open and he's being honest and women be like, hey, keep it honest and 100 with me. They don't mean about every single thing that they talking about. And that's why I said it's going to become situational because for what you're talking about, the truth is comfortable when it's good for you. And in that scenario I'm talking about, she wants you to be honest when it's good for her. Now we're talking about some shit that he's being honest and getting shit off his chest, saying how attractive somebody else is, just being honest. Not saying I ain't say my old lady wasn't beautiful and fine and stuff like that, but just me looking at another woman turns her into She-Hulk. And now she's upset and she's mad because you being honest, and now the man feels like now it's a fight and now I'm going home. And now the first thing he gonna say is, I should have kept my motherfucking mouth shut, and she won't ever hear no truth ever again in life.
And that is the man's choice as far as just keeping the peace.
Exactly.
So I will take that back when I made the comment, well, yet again, a woman makes another sacrifice. But I agree, on both ends there is an issue with getting the shit off your chest, whatever it may be related to, an attractive woman or something that pissed you off. But I will say this: women are expected to keep the peace. Men, not so much. As a matter of fact, I think in my growing up, before I became a more open-minded individual about relationships, keeping the peace meaning just not wanting to start a fight. Well, I didn't say nothing about this because I didn't want to start a fight. You know what I'm saying?
And you think women are expected to?
I think now, based on the conversations that I hear, men are more in favor of submissive, agreeable women. Period. I've heard it time and time again.
That's what you want,
but
that ain't what we get.
Understood. So what I'm saying if you are expecting your woman to be agreeable and to be submissive, also on that list is she's also responsible for keeping the peace in the household. Mm-hmm. So if she has a problem with something, I've heard men often say, well, if you ain't gonna leave, then why do you say anything anyway? You might as well just kept your mouth shut. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And now it's like, okay, so if I do expose that you disrespected me, pissed me off, or hurt my feelings, I also have to have a bag packed. Mm-hmm. Now I can't even have a fucking conversation because the man is got the world on his back. By the way, the world has been on the man's back for a long fucking time.
But I'm gonna say that's toxic. That what you talking about is a toxic relationship, and that's green lighting, and that's also someone
gaslighting.
Gaslighting, and that's someone playing a card that they know when they know they significant other. See, that shit don't always work with someone that's fully capable of holding conversations. Like I've dated women a lot of times that do flight or fight, but they mainly do flight. I'm good with arguments. Matter of fact, I like arguments. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you run into a woman who turn into a water bag, and you become the person that's the asshole.
The big bad wolf. Yeah.
You get labeled as the asshole and all this type of shit. We get labeled as an asshole. The woman, when she started and she's getting shit off her chest, she's an independent woman.
She's strong.
Strong black woman. Like, say it, yes. Girl. So we don't get this. We don't get the same shit. So I can't agree with saying like, you know, the woman is expected to keep.
She is. You can't even say that it's an expectation of the modern woman, and what we're hearing is for her, not the modern woman, but an expectation for the submissive woman to be agreeable and to keep the peace in her home.
Yeah, but talking about a want that's kind of make believe, like there's a lot of people who believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and hell, Lucky Charms. You know what I'm saying? But just because you want some shit and how it go ain't really how it's going. The respect level for men is at an all-time low. So you have a lot of women right now that you expected to keep the peace. The man, more than anything, not the woman. If a woman right now was out in a restaurant causing ruckus, the man is expected to keep his woman mouth shut. She's going off at the mouth. Hey man, get your lady. He's expected to keep the peace. Also, if she's starting shit, talking shit, like it's the man that's taking the brunt of that shit that needs to calm the whole scenario down because you expected to be a lady. When the man is in outrage, he is belligerent, an asshole. You need to call the cops. If we were sitting in a restaurant and you was going off on me, there ain't nobody there to come save my ass.
No one's coming to your ass. In fact, they're gonna ask me if I'm okay.
Not one fucking woman. But let me raise my voice at you in a restaurant. A complete fucking stranger would come over to me and be like, "Ask you, are you okay?" Not me. Interrupt my dinner. Are you okay, ma'am? Do we need to get you some help? Are you feeling safe? Like I turned into the Incredible Hulk and just went back wolf shit. And that's not always the case. So you can't say like it's always that. Like there's a lot of times when men catch the brunt end of shit and they expected to keep the peace. Case in point is Look at the shit that Jada doing to Will right now. He expected to eat that shit. Eat her not being submissive, as you say. You know what I'm saying? Eat that entanglement. You know what I'm saying? Take that pie to the face. Pow. You know what I'm saying? He expected to do that shit. But if that shit was in reverse,
Yeah.
oh, how dare Will talk to Jada that way? Who do he think he is? That's what you saying? That's what world we in? Because that's the world we in.
I think Jada is a 1 in a million. She's a needle in a haystack, and that's why it's getting so much press.
Nigga, travel on down to Miami and that's D-Wade if that's happening. She ain't no needle in no haystack.
Okay, but Gabrielle Union is not doing anything that Jada Pinkett has crossed the line. She's went into the bedroom. I haven't heard Gabrielle Union do that yet.
She has. Not in the bedroom, but she's crossed lines.
Okay, I get it. Let's go back to the question at hand, because we both have great points. The question at hand is, what is more important? Is it more important to keep the peace, or is it more important to get the shit off your chest? And the reason why I'm really interested in the question is because I am, under normal circumstances, outside of a debate show, a submissive woman. But I'm also outspoken, hence I'm a part of a debate show. So I believe in communicating. I believe in sharing my feelings. I believe in, hey, I'm going to let you know that shit fuck with me. But I also believe that, yes, the man does have the world on his shoulders. And when he comes home, it might not be the best time to address a situation no matter how the fuck I feel. So I believe in both. So that's why I want to know which one is more important. I think for my mental health, it's more important for me to speak my mind. I think for the health of my relationship, it's better for me to keep the peace.
I wouldn't disagree with you. We do, especially in the black community, have a situation with mental health. Holding things in are bad for your health, especially when you're talking about men. Diabetes at a all-time high, strokes, heart attacks, all that type of stuff, and just life in general just getting to you. And your peace is supposed to be your salvation at home. Now, this is when I was saying about depending on who you with, because a lot of times people are in relationships with toxic people, and that's why I was saying that depending on who you with, your honesty could be appreciated in the hands of a right person. Even when it's boiling down to vice versa, man or woman. A man can be handled wrong by a woman and then get with a woman and she can make him blossom and flourish, and vice versa. A woman can be in the hands of someone who's abusive and then try to keep her down, and then get in the hands of a man that's suited for her, and then she'll flourish. So I won't say that it's always a good idea to get shit off your chest in the hands of the wrong person. In the hands of the wrong person, shit can go left real fast. That's how some women end up in abusive relationships. That's why some men are in verbal abusive relationships. They think they in with a woman who loved them and being verbally abused. Some women are physically abused for speaking their mind. You know what I'm saying? So I would never not say not speak your mind, but you do have to take in consideration of what kind of relationship are you in? You know, I would never just tell our fans like, hey, just speak your mind, and then she say, well, 51 Spades says speak my mind, and she got smacked. You know? like you ain't finna put that on me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like giving advice like that. You do really have to evaluate. Now, there is a solution for this. If y'all don't know how to communicate in a relationship, you need a third party. I was just watching Snoop Dogg not too long ago on The Breakfast Club, and he said him and his wife had to get a therapist, a third person that's not in favor of him, not in favor of her. If y'all don't know how to talk to each other, and sometimes that's not always the case, you need to seek a therapist.
Yeah.
You need counseling. You need someone who can view both sides.
Definitely.
So if that should answer your question as far as like, you know, what's important. Like, I believe in mental health. I believe in getting shit off. I honestly do. but every relationship ain't the same. There are certain relationships that's more detrimental than others. You know what I'm saying? There are some relationships where there are women literally petrified of their man. You know what I'm saying? Because they just don't know how to talk. And in some cases, there are men. There are men who don't know how to respond to their woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, it is. We do have some questions. You want to read some of the questions from...
Okay. We got the comments. They said they love this content. Don't know why they're earning more views. Yes, Gabby has. They're both agents of choice.
But the two.
Of Gabby, when y'all was on Gabby.
Okay.
Gabrielle.
When we were talking about Gabrielle Union.
Yeah. I mean,
isn't it a way to do both?
But okay. So
for me, if I want to take that, I just want to tackle that. I think I have the solution.
Okay.
You said you had the fix, which was the third party. For me, I'm gonna say this only because not all of us are Will and Jada or Snoop Dogg and his wife, where we can go and afford to sit down with somebody that's impartial. Mm-hmm. So for the people at home who don't have the money in their bank account or benefits to get a therapist, I think the basic answer is just timing. I tried to make a point. We didn't carry on from it, but I said I'm normally submissive, so I would know when my man comes home whether this is the right time to jump on his back about a text I saw or something he did that I didn't like. I think timing is what's more important. Mm-hmm. So I do believe that at some point you have to remain silent. So because the timing isn't there yet. But I do not expect the woman to stay silent for a duration of time. Mm-hmm. There has to be a time where she's like, okay, I can't let him pretend like he didn't do that. I can't pretend like I didn't hear him say that. Mm-hmm. And so you have to pick an opportune time before it doesn't make sense to him. And I'm gonna bring this full circle. If anybody has dogs and you have a dog that uses the bathroom in the house, unless you catch it right after he did it, it's a wrap. You can't chastise the dog 4 hours from that point because the dog doesn't understand what the hell you're chastising him for. Mm-hmm. You're saying don't pee in the house and he hasn't.
There's some humans like that too. If you don't catch them like right when it happened,
exactly,
they're not gonna
get it. They what are you talking about? They either don't remember, don't think it's a big deal, or the classic line, "Girl, you know how long ago that was? I don't even remember." Exactly. It's like you have to find the right time, but you also have to be strategic that you don't wait too late to where now the man is looking at you like you got 3 fucking heads. Are you bringing up 3 months ago, ma'am? It ruins the whole argument because his thing is, are you really bringing me some 3-month-old shit today? So the timing is going to be off if you wait too long, and the timing is going to be off if you do it too soon. I definitely think I'm going to answer the question from my perspective. I do believe that getting it off your chest is more important than keeping the peace. Because how can you create a peaceful environment for your man when you're not peaceful within? It's fake. It's not real. It's peace built on fantasy. He don't know what the fuck going on. He don't know that you ain't in there cooking with love because you got an attitude. And if you ain't cooking for love, your food ain't good. So things will begin to fuck up from the inside out. It'll begin to fall apart because you're not being honest with yourself. You can try to create a peaceful environment for a person, but if you have struggle inside, then how is your peace genuine? And how is a person receiving the peace? I've heard you say 1,000 times, you're an energy person. So for people who really feel energy, they're going to sniff out, yeah, I got dinner on the table, but something's off. Yeah, we had made love last night, but something's off. You're just not going to put your finger on it because you don't know she know what you did. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what it is that you did to piss her off, but you know it's something. Mm-hmm. Like something just isn't right.
You're partially right.
I can never get 100%.
Because you're partially right. you're not 100% right is because what you're not taking in consideration is also like how people deliver that shit. And one thing about women is women. I don't care. Well, we cannot not bring that up, okay? Because we've said that we've seen other podcasters and one particular podcaster that gets a hellified notice, Kevin Samuels. What do they always say? His delivery.
Yeah.
How you deliver shit plays a big part. Not just getting it off, but how you deliver it. And a lot of times with women, it's not just a question. It's a fucking jab. Like it's a goddamn, like y'all pull out the shovel, the dirt goes digging in, y'all throw that shit over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like regular accent. So while you met with some of the resistance, I don't know. And then your mate know you too. Because I can't tell, like I know the difference when my lady's asking a simple question and some shit that she know. You know what I'm saying? Like, men know that type of shit. And the very first thing that the man is going to do, or the woman, is going to go on defense. Like, I can ask my woman something simple. You know what I'm saying? One of her biggest things is not thinking before she answer. Hey, did you do that? Yeah, I totally did it. Are you sure, though? Because I know the answer to this, because I ask rhetorical questions. I don't ask, like, questions of just asking them for fucking fun. But instead of her thinking to say, before I give this answer, let me give the correct answer. Because now the argument now is about you not giving the correct answer. And then the very first thing she gonna say, after she's been caught in the lie, is, but I already corrected that. I said, you're right, let's move on. Well, see, that's what a man do. You know what I'm saying? That we get penalized for. Like, you done already said that, man. Let's move on. You see what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Now, with Gabrielle Union, I understand that. You know, is it a balance? I think it can be a balance, but you also have to remember at the end of the day, not saying, you know, it's opinionated, but at the end of the day, most women have the best interest of the man in hand, and sometimes that ain't always the case.
It's not, because they get neglected. I know you're not talking about she's neglecting herself, but most of us who are making those choices for the man are neglecting our own emotional health.
Yeah, but also going off on people, or like putting him in a position where he got to make some shit. I understand your inner health. Someone going to affect his physical health if she keep going off like that. And I'm being funny, but I'm being serious, because you do have some women that's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's men that'll come to your rescue a lot of times, but every time we in an altercation, because you need to always express how you feel. Like, that's the problem with that shit sometimes. Like, I'm in fist fights, not cause me. You know what I'm saying?
Over some shit your wife said.
Because you can't hold your tongue. And the golden rule that every man know this. If your wife or your girlfriend get out of hand, the person who get the ass whooping is your man. That's who get approached. The man get approached. Yes. He don't hit your woman. Your wife can't keep her mouth shut. Then me and you got to duke it out, bro.
That's fucked up.
That's the rule.
That's the rule.
What kind of rule is that?
That's definitely the rule.
The man can't get you.
Yeah.
So you gonna just fight the man that didn't say anything? That's just innocently?
Because he can't touch you. Like, if you go just look at some clips, and I know there's plenty of clips up here. Some woman will be at a baseball game or a football game or whatever, and she'll be mouthing off. Who get fired on? Her man that's sitting right beside her. That's who catch that blow.
Yeah.
And in his mind, he know that. He like, I didn't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's your mouthy ass wife or your mouthy.
You know what?
Your mouthy woman.
And now, and this is what you did when you said mouthy.
Here we go. This is what I did.
This is when you said mouthy. It took me back to why we're even having this conversation. Too long, women just in the past have been beneath the man's boot. Okay. And this is where all this newfound I am woman, hear me roar. I'm going to express myself. I'm going to have expectations. I'm going to have qualifications. I'm going to have boundaries. And it's because we've been kept underneath the man's boot
Then
for
fight
years.
then fight your own battles. I don't got no problem with that. See, that's where you getting it twisted at. I don't got no problem with that. But see, y'all don't want to fight y'all battles after that shit comes. See, y'all want to run y'all mouth and then get behind shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you want to be Iron Woman, hear me roar, but then you want to go on retreat. You see what I'm saying? And want the man on front street and front line. See, that's the issue with it. You want to be independent? Be independent all the way across the board. Fight your own battles. Stay on front street. Like, that's where I come from. Like, you want to be that? You don't want to be underneath my boot? You ain't got to be. Throw them bows like Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't mouth off and then be like, handle this, babe. You know what I'm saying? I'm good off that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you tired of being underneath a boot, you so independent. Like, for one, and I always tackle this because I'm like, when I hear women be like, well, we independent, we've been held down for so long, I got my PhD, I'm a nurse, I make my own money and shit like that. But you don't procreate by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need us for some shit. A lot of shit. But y'all act like that part don't exist. You know, go to some of these third world countries and screen some of that shit y'all doing in America. And you gonna see that shit don't exist there. They've Americanized a lot of women into this fairy tale, and then y'all pick and choose when it's good for y'all.
I think this is all the man's fault, though. And I think it's the man's fault because of, and it could be a little bit of society and their standards and their rules, but understand now that I think a majority of the women have just been silenced too long. And the stories that we've heard about, the women that have been silenced have been weaker individuals. They haven't been the Gabrielle Unions or the Kayna Lassiters of the world who were silent for so many years. No, we've always been outspoken. This is who we are. But the women that we're able to read about and feel sorry for are these women that go on these national platforms and they're weak. And they're soft-spoken, and we're telling them, speak up. It is more important for you to say, no, you can't treat me like that. No, you can't call me a bitch. No, you can't fuck me on the first date. No, you can't meet my children. We are allowed to have those boundaries, and we should be able to say it. I just think we should pick the right time to deliver the message.
You can say all that shit, and we can say, no, we don't want to hear that shit. No, we don't want to hear your mouth. No, we don't like that orange hair. No, we don't like those BLMs or BWs.
BBW?
No.
Or BBL.
Yeah, we don't want them BBLs. We don't want them fake titties. We don't want them fake asses. We can say no too. You understand what I'm saying? See, the thing, I'm gonna tell you something that my granddad used to tell me. And this is true to form. And this is what's going on with the women. Money can put a battery pack in anybody's back. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what men get. That's what men get chastised about now. Men get men get money, and then he choose the woman he want. And something wrong with the man. Why he got that 23-year-old? Why he got that young tender thing? Because I don't want a 40-piece nugget that's already been on the market and used.
Did you just say a 40-piece nugget?
Yeah. Yeah. I want a 20-piece, not a 40-piece. I don't want the 40-piece nugget. I want it more tender. But because I make the type of money that I make, and I want to select what I want, cause see, it's like it's independent when it be for women, but when it be for men, it's like men doing too much. Y'all think y'all all that. See, now it's like we in this world war.
But I don't feel like it's like that now.
You talking about you though? You talking about you?
No, I'm talking about in the world.
It's like that in the world.
We're avid podcast listeners. We are avid people who are out in public. And right now, sorry to bust your bubble, but right now the man is like
down here.
No, I feel like it's the opposite.
It's not.
Women should do this.
Definitely.
Women should do that. Women, because now we're at the Me Too movement. We've risen. Now y'all want to say that shit ain't attractive. It's not attractive that you make more money. It's not attractive if you express yourself. It's not attractive. Nothing is attractive about a woman having her shit all the way together anymore. It's a turnoff.
No, that's not true. That is definitely not true. See, you're trying to paint a different narrative. That is not that is not what's going on. Jada is all the way together. Okay?
We got to bring up Jada Pinkett.
Gabrielle is all the way together. You understand what I'm saying? But what is everybody saying? The attitude. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with we don't want to see women succeed. Women have been succeeding. When y'all do y'all careers, y'all succeeding. When y'all getting PhDs and becoming nurses, y'all succeeding. Ain't nobody saying that they don't want that shit. But what's wrong with a man saying that no woman has came to no man and be like, you like this orange hair? You just gonna force that shit on us.
That's great. The False Ross said it's like a car. Well, it's like a car with a lot of miles on it. It ain't that reliable.
Yeah.
Talking about the 40-piece nugget? Okay.
Like, we don't want that. So it's like the same. I'm not taking away from what y'all saying. Being independent, making your own money, that's just called adulting. But the other things that come with that, what I think you're missing is the roles of gender has started where you have women acting like men and then want men to act like women. That is the problem. That's all the way across the board. Now you want a man to be in the role of a woman and be silent. I'm gonna wear this hair, so take it. My titties are fake, so take it. And the shit that's real crazy is half of the fake shit that be on women. If men don't come up to women saying, hey, are those breasts real? Is your hair real? Thighs, have you got your butt done? But women will come up to me saying, is this chain real? Mm-hmm. How the hell you gonna ask me if my chain real when half the shit on you fake? It's real as I'm watching your hair. Like, for real. Like, this where we at with it? Like, I
think you're exaggerating.
Oh, no. Well, we got comments in the section. Anybody saying I'm lying? Someone think I'm lying, please say I'm lying.
I think you're exaggerating, and I think you're not giving credit to the current conversation in the world. The narrative in the world, and I'm not just making it up for debate's sake. I really feel like the narrative in this country right now is you need to sit your ass down. And I'm talking about the woman. You need to sit down, you need to shut the fuck up, and you need to be agreeable. And I'm going to change what I said. It's not the narrative in the world. It is the narrative of those men who are talking to the women who are looking for men. You want to be married? Then you need to shut the fuck up and be agreeable. You want to be married? Then you need to maintain a certain weight. You need to maintain a certain lifestyle if you want me. Because we are looking for high value men. We're not looking for the guy who... not to downplay a job or anything, because we love men that get a paycheck.
That's what you're doing.
But I'm just saying, what we want is the pick of the litter. I understand sometimes we get the runt, and sometimes the runt turns out to be the best dog you could ever fucking have. But that's not what you don't go to the fucking breeder's house and say, I want the smallest, weakest, sickest puppy you fucking have. No one does that. A woman, of course, is gonna want a high value man, and the message is, if I want the pick of the litter, if I want the high value man, I need to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. I need to have a cookbook. I need to know how to cook. I need 3 square meals a day, and on top of that, I can't be broke.
Yep. Killer Raw 1500. It's to look at me. I'm making it and doing this. That's what's making man mad.
And don't worry about it, brother. I got it. So this is the thing. This is the thing that I'm telling you right now. Where you missing the point of this is you are right in what you're saying. The problem is this. Y'all do the exact same thing that you saying that you don't like to men. Because when the woman is beautiful, you got to make a certain amount of money. When the woman is like a 10 or a dime, she ain't finna just let anybody in there. She make demands on where she gonna give that vajayjay to. She making those demands. Hey, he got to make me 6 figures. He got to be driving a Ferrari. He got to be having a nice house. What is the difference between what that woman is saying and what the men are saying? Nothing. They saying they wants. But the thing is, when men do it, we are assholes.
Chauvinistic.
You know what I'm saying? We chauvinistics and stuff like that. But when women do it, they independent. They strong. Oh, they make their own money. Doing simple shit like adulting. But paying your goddamn rent is not independent. That's called being an adult. You driving your own car that you bought is called being an adult. It's not being independent. You can have two people at McDonald's. Black man could be at McDonald's. Oh, he broke. A woman could be at McDonald's. Oh, she independent, making her own money, striving to the top to be the best she can possibly be. Yeah, that's what world we in. The world you talking about don't exist.
I get it. And the only reason why I'm laughing is because you're 100% right. But don't act like that the conversation doesn't make a woman like me, who is well-spoken, who can communicate, who communicates for a living, talks for a living, it still makes me feel like at home, I need to pick and choose when I can express myself. And to be honest with you, it's been a learning experience. It's taught me patience. I'm not saying it's all been bad, but while you're going through it and while you're feeling the raw emotion of whatever it is that you found that hurt you, it does not feel good to think, now isn't the time to tell the king. I really feel like I live in a kingdom where there is a hierarchy. There is a king, and even though I have a crown and I am the queen and I'm treated as such, I still have to take a back seat emotionally to the king because he has the whole kingdom to run.
But you know what's so crazy to me though? It's crazy to me how women complain about that, but y'all don't do that on jobs. Like the exact same thing that you complaining about. The same thing that you complaining about. A woman will suck that shit up for the job. She can't get the 3 days off for vacation. Do she go into the boss office and say, I am woman and it's a Me Too movement. I'm independent. I make this type of money, so I deserve to get 3 days off. But no, she won't go do that. She'll shut the fuck up and go do that job. She can do that for a job, a school, anything else like that. But when it comes to a man, I have a problem with that shit. That shit is beneath me. It's crazy how y'all set standards for other shit that y'all can strive for and shut up for. You know what I'm saying? The job wouldn't even let me off for next month, girl. I'm going to have to look for me a new job. You ain't going to go in the job with all that rah-rah, but in the house, you want to go around. There's always a hierarchy system. This is what world we live in, man. Like, that's the problem. Women are delusional. It's like, y'all believe like all of a sudden rules don't exist. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to relationships, the rules don't exist. Like, he's the king. I know this, but I'm a queen too. I need to move over, honey. Like next to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. I got what you want. But even as a black man, if I go into a job, it's a white man there and there's a black man there. Could some racism come into play? I know this. Could he get the job because he white and I'm black? That could happen. Is it fair? No. But that's the fucking world we in. Like, everything isn't fair. In relationships, that's why I said there's a lot of ways to handle it. I get it. I'm not telling you to cut your voice off and to just, rip your vocals out and don't say anything. That's not what I'm saying. Yes, you can say it. It's a time and a place to say it. Evaluate the relationship that you're in. To get your peace of mind, you might have to select certain things. Just like men do. Men sometimes select certain things that they tell their lady and don't tell their lady. And what does he always say? I said that to protect you. Maybe it wasn't the right thing.
Which is a crock of shit. If you gotta come back around to say, well, I didn't tell you to protect you, then you didn't protect me because I found out anyway.
That's right. So but there's such thing as poor leadership too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Like, I'm quite sure, like, the French leaders that lost the war, like, they were supposed to protect the French. They lost. You know what I'm saying? That means he was a bad leader. You put your faith in the wrong person. He lost the war. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens sometimes. I'm not saying that he's always a good leader. You know what I'm saying? Or the woman is not always a good woman. Mm-hmm. You know? There are certain things that all women don't divulge. Women always divulge the guy that has no possible shot with them. Babe, let me tell you about this dude trying to holler at me at my job or wherever the case may be. Y'all always speak about that shit. Not the one that tickle your fancy at work. The one that give you butterflies And if he acts, why you ain't never bring him up? Cricket ass quiet. And y'all never have like no excuse or nothing. It has to be pulled out of you. Teeth, nail, a whole 9. So when this happened, what month this was? You could have told me about this like 3 months ago. He DM'd you. Why I ain't see the DM? What is the DM?
DM is deleted.
Exactly.
Guilty. Delete that motherfucker. And I get what you're saying. I just feel, for me, I thought it was a great topic because I felt challenged. It's a challenge for me because I communicate for a living. So I watch, and I'm submissive also. So I'm watching these things and I'm like, he's right. Women should do this and women should cook and women should be agreeable. But you have some women who really will have some issues. And the first thing out of a man's mouth is, well, why are you ready to leave? Well, no, I'm still in love. Well, then shut the fuck up. So it's like, if we want to stay in this relationship, we got to stay silent. If we want to be outspoken, then our bags should be packed in by the door. And I just think that that's two extremes. I think there is a gray area, and I think that gray area has nothing in it except for time.
But that's like I said, that's not true for all people, because there's a bunch of men right now outraged by Will Smith, but Will hasn't took the stance on just leave. And there are some men that's not going to take the stance of leave. But he's also expected to take it in silence. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't think he's expected to. I think we want him to say something.
No, we want him to say something, but we don't know what's expected in his household is what I'm saying.
Right, how their relationship works.
So what I'm saying is, to me, the way, just me, how I personally feel, the way she's acting and the way she's talking, she's telling him, take this shit. Now, what happened? Their relationship happened in the past. I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's coming full circle. I don't know.
And I don't know if anybody knows. I'm sure if you're in the TikTok universe, in the podcast universe, or just watch TV, you've heard that Jada Pinkett has now started talking about how hard it is to have a healthy sexual relationship with Will. And this is her expressing herself, her emotions, and getting that out, which is good for her mental and emotional health, obviously.
But it's a time and a place.
There is a time and a place, but this is where I said she should have definitely kept the peace. And the reason why I said that was because they just got finished exposing infidelity in the marriage on the national platform. So I think this is just too soon. Not only did you cheated, and now you're coming back to say, okay, and it's hard to have a sexual relationship with my husband. So it's because of who we are as human beings, we're going to relate the two. So we got the information out of order, but now her fucking around and having an entanglement makes sense. Oh, well, she ain't having sex with Will. Will ain't getting her off. That's why she did it. And so I think in this situation, even though that was bothering her, she should have went to get that third party, laid on the couch, and kept it confidential. I don't think she should have exposed that based on their history. I think she should have kept the peace in this situation.
But who she is what I'm saying. Now, this is when this come into play. When you saying what men want. Cooperative, silent, fit, cooperative. And that shows that that's not going down. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying... The thing is, women vent to the wrong people. Like, that's really my main issue with it. It's like, I'm not telling you the silence, but y'all can vent that shit to everybody. You can vent it to your friends, go on somebody else's sofa and vent to your girlfriends, go on a talk show like Jada and talk to somebody else. Everybody that don't fucking matter, because the person you supposed to be talking to is your significant other. And that's just my main issue with it. You know what I'm saying? And where he is. So you supposed to be his backbone, but you breaking him in public. That's what I have an issue with. That will always be my issue. Because when you say, well, he's the king and I'm the queen, well, shit, right now it look like she's the king and he the queen. And she's saying this is my law and then making him look foolish. And then when someone calls out on, I didn't mean it like that. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? And that's more than likely how she talked to him. So with that being said, it's like, you don't have to belittle or even put question on your man like that because that's what women be talking about. You got me out here looking stupid. Well, guess what she doing?
Well, you guys do a good job of that all on your own inside your home, I feel like. This is going to be a little funny to some of y'all.
Well, at least it be in the home.
And it was funny to me at the time, but it's a great example of the conversation we're having. I like to play music. So I'm playing music and I'm singing along. And it happens to be love songs. So I get this text that says, hey, turn that down, no cats. Because the saying in my house is, when I sing, I sound like a bag of cats. So the comment was no cats. So my rebuttal was, women who are in love, sing. Women who are miserable, bitch, choose one. Do you know what my significant other said?
Silence.
I choose silence.
And that's just a man standard all the way across the board. Like, damn that. You know what I'm saying? Use your inside voice. Like, I'm a firm believer in it. You know what I'm saying? Because if your voice was smooth to the high heavens, I guarantee your man wouldn't be saying, stop singing. Now, if he's saying you sound like a bag of cats, some quarter nickels, you know, I'm quite sure that's what he don't want to hear. Not the love songs you playing. Let the professional sing, not you.
And it was funny. I laughed at it, but I thought that was a good way to kind of rope this conversation in a light way, but understand that a happy woman is a communicative woman.
Yeah.
You know, whether if she's mad, she still can be communicative. But you got to pick. You can't have it all the time the way you want it, which for you, the in-between was just shut the fuck up. I don't care if you're mad. I want you to shut the fuck up. I don't care if you're happy and in love. I still want you to shut the fuck up.
Who said that?
Do you understand?
Who said that?
That's what the text is. I said a woman who is in love sings, and a woman who is miserable bitch. Which one do you want? And the answer was, I want silence.
Yeah, but
that speaks volumes.
It does, but it also sounds like y'all were playing. So
yeah, that's why it was funny and light, but it was relevant to the conversation.
Yeah, but it's not
to take it and look at it for what it really, really is.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You're not taking it for what it is. Like playing with your old lady and being serious is two different.
I get that,
it's
but
two
it's
different
still
things.
relevant.
So no, but what I'm saying is like men a lot of times don't have that choice. You understand what I'm saying? Like that.
What?
Men a lot of times don't have that choice. Like right now, what you just said. Okay. Jada speaking out because she angry. Let's just say she angry right now. Would he take the happy or the angry or the silence? Just take a wild guess.
Well, duh. All of y'all, I think, would pick the same thing. You would pick the silence.
Exactly. So
that's the problem.
So that's
why we're having this conversation.
So that's what I'm saying right there. Like really is a joke coming off, just like what I said is the full standard.
Hey, hold on. Phyllis Ross said, "Don't sleep, mama. He still loves them cats. He just wants you to stop."
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. He playful fighting with you. But at the end of the day, we all know, just like you said, you didn't know the universal rule was if your woman is talking, that the man catch the hit. You see what I'm saying?
Didn't know that.
That's a universal rule. Well, the universal rule for men is always that, you know, we want silence. You know what I'm saying? Like women always like, talk to me.
Yes.
And he's silent.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And what did I say in the beginning? Women always trying to turn men into women because now y'all are becoming like men.
But listen, you guys have all these things now, and kudos. I'm glad to hear men speaking out and now saying what they want. You want a 6-figure man?
Can't have it both ways. Did you just say that?
We've been saying it for years.
Can't have it both ways.
I get it. We have been putting out there for years about what we require. So I'm proud that men are saying, you know what? I'm a high value man. I want somebody that's fit, cooperative, silent, agreeable. I'm proud of you guys for that. I'm not jumping on you for that. But what I'm saying is now you have a class of women like myself who are emotionally and communicatively fit. We know how to speak. We're intelligent people.
But you're talking about you.
But there are a lot of women like me. A lot of women like me who are on the fence between saying how they feel because they're good at it and disturbing the peace in their home. So this is an excellent topic for those of us who are really submissive but care about our own fucking emotional health.
I got you. But see, the problem with that is, like I said, y'all have selective memory and also selective when y'all talk about this shit. So that same shit that you just said just now, there's a what'd you say? There's a lot of percentage of women like you.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Now, you know when this number becomes absolutely small? This number becomes small when women say they ain't good men out there. All of a sudden, when I say it's a lot of good men out there, high percentage, they be like, hey, no, there ain't nowhere around here, ain't no good men. But you believe it's a lot of percentage of women out here that's submissive like you in an abundance number. But there are a small, non-existent fact of good men out here, because when you talk to women out here, there ain't no good men out here. There ain't no good men out here. Like, they just don't exist. The problem is y'all not looking in the right spots. Just like sometimes it is like that for the man. But the difference is with the man and the woman is this. The spots that we got, like online, Instagram, Facebook, we got to see ass and titties everywhere with women are selling. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, men ain't always selling the good guy. And y'all not always looking for it. Y'all looking for the bad guy. The one that comes with those requirements y'all want. The big penis, the big car, and the big house.
We're going to switch topics to tit for tat. Okay? Tit for tat. I don't have a lot to say about it other than I think it's pretty petty, but I do feel like in some situations it's necessary. And it bugs me to say that. It really does, because no matter how I say it, it's going to sound like I'm in favor of playing games, because tit for tat is always a game. But sometimes, especially men, I do believe men need a taste of their own medicine. I also believe the saying that a man could never take the shit that he put out there. Mm-hmm. If women cheated in the manner in which, because I will never say on this platform again that women don't cheat, but if they cheated in the manner in which men cheated, you guys wouldn't be able to take it. You would not be able to take it. If I introduced my side piece to all my friends, like in typical men situations, like oldest one in the book, Italians, they have their, what they call those, goomba. They go out with, people know who their side chick is. Like, their side chick has their own apartment that he pays for. They go out to dinner. She's in public. If we did that.
She's not in public. They have a, but I got you.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, they all meet together on a Friday night at a club, and it's all the side bitches and all his friends. Mm-hmm. And your same friends are at your wife's house now for Thanksgiving, where your wife is serving the food and shit. That's fucked up. And when we find out shit like that, not only did you hurt us, but all your friends betrayed me as well. Mm-hmm. It's just a different type of hurt. I don't think a man could take that. If I had a side dude and my side dude know all my homegirls, and then the next week my homegirl's at my house for a summer party, and you find that shit out, it's gonna hurt you a little deeper. That not only did you cheat on me, but all your friends knew the motherfucker. You wouldn't be able to take that. So that's where tit for tat for me. Even though I'm encouraging people to play games, sometimes I feel like it's a good fucking lesson for a man to get what the fuck he put out.
I like how you put that. That almost sound good. The problem with that is this. How you personally feel, I would never take away from how a woman personally feels. If you feel like, hey, my man need a dose of his own medicine, go ahead and get it. But then me having a daughter, I would question you on what type of man you choose. See, this is the issue with that. If you in that type of relationship anywhere else with anybody on the planet, common sense calls it toxic relationship. And women find themselves in a lot of toxic relationships. And if you feel like you in a relationship, and it's a game. You feel like it's a game. Then you ain't in a relationship. You in Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on with that. And I feel like when you play games, someone loses in a game. You know what I'm saying? It's not to win. It's not to, like, someone gonna lose. Like, both of y'all don't win. As far as like, could the man take that? I have a rebuttal for that too. No. I have a rebuttal for that too. Are men meant to take it? The answer is no. You know what I'm saying? Going against the laws of nature. See, women get mad at men for going against the law of their nature. Their nature is to slay as many women out here, procreate and stuff like that. It's just in America where this shit has been like, well, you only need to mate with one person. You know what I'm saying? But you go overseas and these motherfuckers have 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 wives and all
30 kids.
Yeah, 30 kids, all this other type shit, and that's okay. But in America, for some delusional reason, women like, I should be enough. You know what I'm saying? That is the problem. Like, always thinking things should be fair is why the women always run into that. The man isn't designed to take that shit. Just like you meet a lot of women, not now, but you used to meet women that would be like, I only want one penis. I only want one. My man's is good enough. Now, because of this new age shit, all we hear now is, if they can do it, we can do it too.
Yes.
But this the thing. But then you want to come out of your whole period and get married. And now you want to tell your future husband about these 20 dicks you've been sucking. And act like he's supposed to just take it on the chin. You at 20, he at 11. That's what he can't take. Because you decided that you want to not be a woman. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to be a savage, is y'all quote unquote call it.
I'm savage. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not one of those women. But I can say that I had a period of time in college where I did feel like, why am I doing this? I'm like putting myself in this situation for no reason. I'm putting myself over and over again in the situation where I want to be your girlfriend. I want to be agreeable. I want to smile. I want to suck your dick. I want to make your food. And these people weren't ready for any of that. They weren't ready for wife Cana. So if I'm in a room full of people who aren't potential husbands, or in a room full of people who are not ready, not that they didn't have potential, but they're not ready to step into their greatness and become kings and marry queens, then I converted to my environment.
You settled.
Now, and I said, call it settle.
That's what it's called.
But I don't call it settle because I was in college. I was in school, and so were they. And so I felt like that was the right time for me to have the type of mind frame that if it's okay for him, it's okay for me.
But you
and that's the false Ross says brothers do agree to be with one woman, though that's where we messed up.
They agree. Right. They don't tell the truth. They get into a relationship and say it's okay for you to be my girlfriend.
I totally agree. But see, also, he's 100% right. So for people who don't know, I'm actually poly. I don't believe in monogamy. You know what I'm saying? Akon, which is one of our biggest superstars out, he doesn't believe in monogamy. I don't subscribe to the narrative of one man should be with one woman. So he's absolutely right. And that's where some of the narratives come into play and women believe it, because the men is sacrificing the woman's feelings. Because they feel. Is
it more important to tell the truth or keep the peace?
Because they feel like, if I tell my woman I want more than one vagina, this is gonna hurt her feelings. Remember when I first started, I said I should be out in the club, see a woman that's fine. Damn, look at this girl, boy, this girl fine. I said every man can't say it, but some man gonna get slapped. Now he gave
broken up with or whatever.
He gave the honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, it's because the woman didn't accept the honesty. So now you have a lot of men that's just like, I'll just be with you. When they know it, and don't get this twisted. Do not get this twisted. I'm not saying all men feel the exact same way. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is for men that's being true to themselves. Like, I know I can't be with one woman. My old lady say, well, what does it take to be with you? I like women who like women. And I also like women who let me go get women. But it takes a lot to do that. And some of the things that she say is, why are your friends not like you? Like, why are they not living like you? I could not tell you. And I really just couldn't. But in society now, men have let that kind of slide when I feel like it's not the truth.
It isn't the truth. It definitely isn't the truth. If we had more dialect, that was more honest. I'm going to rebuttal you just to play devil's advocate, only because I've been there. I don't believe men don't state that because they don't want to hurt your feelings. I feel like...
Yeah, they do.
Let me finish.
Yeah, they do. But you can finish, but they do.
You get picked for a reason, okay? Not only because you have a pretty smile, but because maybe you have a good job, you dress well, you don't have kids, you have a nice car, you have a nice house. There are things about you that make you queen material. So if I get a dude that likes... If I was monogamous and I met a guy who thought I was monogamous and he looked at my motherfucking resume, he is not going to ruin that. He's not only scared of hurting my feelings, he's scared of losing X, Y, and Z that I just went over with you that's now on my resume.
Not true.
That is the biggest... Come on.
Not true.
If you're only worried about hurting my feelings, that's the minimum. That's the max. You're not telling me that you like other women and you want to be you're a poly man. You're not telling me that because you're trying to spare my feelings.
I'm not talking
about... No, you don't have your own place. I got my own shit.
And that's what I was about to tell you. And that's what I was about to say. So I'm glad you're going there with.
Have to.
Yeah, you have to. So now I'm finna call you out on that bullshit. He's sparing your feelings because he's not in a position. So because we're gonna go back to what I said a few minutes ago.
Right.
So everybody,
he's not in a position.
So what did I say earlier in the first segment? Money can put a battery pack in anybody's back. So ask that same man with money that scenario about your resume. And will he give a fuck about your resume? Exactly.
Because he got his shit together.
So the men that you are talking about that are not in position, they are afraid of that scenario. But if you're talking to men who are real men that are put together, your resume means absolutely nothing to no man. Because at the end of the day, he know he's the pick of the litter.
I get it.
So most women
that are going through this don't have the pick of the litter.
By him being the pick of litter, you get more honesty. So that's why I get mad with women. Women want to pick little boys and be like, why you don't tell me the truth?
He can't.
Why you trying to?
He doesn't have a place to go.
But why you picking little boys? That's the problem. Why you picking little boys instead of men? Because you just accuse men of not being men or not being in a mental space, but a lot of times, or should I say up to par to the women. But a lot of women choose that because they are not up to par with the man that they really want. So they choose lower tier men, or lower tier boys, should I say, and then they be upset about that. So won't you just pick, if you want the honesty, pick the man, and then deal with the consequences that come with the high value man that you're dealing with. Then you're going to get the real answers that you want. Then you're going to get the honesty that you want. You know how many like NBA and NFL star that know that they man got a fucking another side piece, but they don't want to give up the lifestyle for that fucking, because he just got some extra pussy on the side.
I get it, and I think you're right. I'm glad that you agreed with me, because I really was at the point where
lower tier men.
you know what, and even not. What am I trying to say here?
We don't know.
Because because I've met guys who are not at their full potential that aren't dirtbags. They're just not at their full potential. They're not broken. They're not dirtbags. They're not ghetto. They're not thugged out. They're just haven't reached their full potential yet. So I can't say that every man who won't tell the truth is a dirtbag. A very, very good friend of mine is he likes to lie to women. He just likes to fucking lie. He's a liar.
Well, that's called...
He just cannot fucking tell the truth. And he has this thing that I can tell when he's about to lie because he'll yawn out of nowhere. Bitch, you just had 4 Red Bulls. What the fuck you yawning for? You finna tell a lie. You know, he just does that shit. But he is not a dirtbag. He's successful. He teaches. He has his shit, so to speak, going in the right direction. It's just that he's chosen that. He doesn't think that your lifestyle can work for him. That has got to be it. He doesn't think in his heart that telling the truth is beneficial. And there are a lot of men out there who don't believe being completely honest is beneficial, because they're going to they're gonna rough the waters. They like the little things that they have set up, and they don't want to fuck it up. Point blank, period.
Gotcha. But a liar is still a liar. So whether you saying he ain't a dirtbag, he is a liar. And now, I don't even see how you missing that whole point. Because if I was with someone,
you're making it sound like he's just a minnow in a pond, and he's not a minnow.
Yes, he is. He's a minnow.
He's a mullet, but he ain't a minnow.
He's a minnow. And also, because that's just like, if I'm with someone that's a kleptomaniac, they just like to steal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to put shit in their pocket the whole nine. But if that kleptomaniac is with me in a store and they get caught and they go in front of a judge and the lawyer says, well, they're a kleptomaniac, that judge is going to say, that's cool. They stole. So
she's still going to jail.
So it don't really matter. And that's what I'm saying about reality and delusion. Women often deal with delusion versus reality. I don't know. For some reason, y'all just like it. But even what you was saying, like, you know, the tit for tat scenario. The tit for tat scenario, I get it. You know, like, some people want to dish out shit. But that ain't always a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand why tit for tat work goes on. Because when you in a relationship, someone get mad and they ain't thinking clearly. But I'll tell you something that, you know, a lot of viewers, when you look at, I'm a big sports person. You ever seen anybody mad that's boxing win that fight? You know why? Because they don't have control of their emotions. And this is what women deal with most of the time, emotion. Mm-hmm. And this is also why they lose these fights, emotion. When you play the game that way, a lot of times you don't win.
Right.
You know, and that's just the reality of it. A lot of times you won't win that game playing with someone else's emotions, playing with your own emotions. You're just going to end up just going down. So you just have to remember that at the end of the day.
Overall, like I said, I'm on the fence because even saying tit for tat feels immature. It feels like an immature conversation. It feels like I'm encouraging people to play games. But given the examples that we've given tonight, as far as the things that men do, I don't believe that he could take it if a woman did it. I really do not believe that.
But I'm agreeing with you, but he's not supposed to. Like,
right, but that's why the lesson works. That is where it comes in. It's just like when you have a kid that comes home, my mom, I was bad at school. My mom let me help her prepare my favorite meal. Mm-hmm. And then when it was time to sit down to eat, I got a plate with an apple on it. And that was my dinner, while everybody else was eating that sloppy joe and that corn and them French fries, dipping in that ketchup. And I had that fucking apple. I will never forget it. Sometimes these lessons that we learn are better than crying or bitching or moaning or saying, woe is me. Sometimes you just have to take action and teach a motherfucker a lesson. And I think that's where tit for tat actually works.
Gotcha. And I'm glad that you painted that scenario. But guess what? Like I said, remember what I just said a few minutes ago? Reality and delusion. See, that scenario works only for you because more than likely you was a fat kid. Now imagine a kid that's bulimic or some shit like that. And you give them that apple.
They eat that bitch like it ain't no problem.
Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not a problem for them. So they can't be punished. That punishment don't work for them. You see what I'm saying? It works for you because your mother assessed the situation. Oh,
this is what would work.
This is what will work. You a foodie. You know what I'm saying? So
why did you say it like that? You a foodie.
Yeah, what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, you a foodie. But that's why the apple scenario worked for you. Yeah. And so what I'm saying is, like, tit for tat doesn't always work because you have to pick your battles. They're not the same. The playing field is never the same. You always have to look and see what's the best case scenario. And like I told you, if you play games, playing Game of Thrones ain't always good.
It's not always good, but tapping in is. And it's the tap in portion of the show. This is when you get to write in and ask us personal questions to reveal on the show. And not only do we read your question, but we answer it. So I have a tap in tonight. Okay. So things have taken the turn for the worst in my relationship. My girlfriends keep telling me to leave, and the only thing I can say to bring them around to how I feel is, I cannot leave because my heart is not broken. My hope is broken. Which one is worse?
I mean, someone with common sense is gonna say hope. I feel with women, and I'm gonna tackle this from a woman's standpoint. A lot of times, women's hearts get broke, and I'm not saying they be okay, but a lot of times women come back from broken hearts. Okay. You know what they can't come back from a lot of time is hope.
Wow.
For me, when I'm in a relationship, I have to see light at the end of the tunnel. If I don't see anything, it's dark, and I don't see no point of going further. You know, like there ain't no hope. And that's how a lot of people end up in relationships, where they be in relationships for 10, 12 years just wasting time. For me, when I don't see no light, that's my hope. When that shit go dark, then you got to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? You just wasting time at this point in time. It may hurt because a lot of people don't know how to end relationships. And that's, you know, there's no handbook for that. How to end a relationship. I'm going to be okay. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure. For most people, you know, like, I've been in a couple of relationships, still alive. And that's what I would tell women. Like, you ain't going to die. Nah, this ain't scientifically proven. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say, you're not going to die. So, and I also tell people, like, learn how to live on your own a lot of times. I think this is one of the biggest things. People be in relationships a lot of time intertwining both of themselves together. And never, you often hear women, especially women, say, I lost who I was. That's because you've been up his ass for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Do some shit for you.
Right.
Be who you are, away from him.
Right.
A lot of times, if you do that, when that hope part come into play, you'll know how to walk away, because you'll still be like, well, I still have me. A lot of women leave a relationship and they be like, I don't even know who I am, because I spent 7 years up him. But that's a choice you made. And especially when 9 times out of 10 the man is saying, go do something, be something. What do you want to do? Not what I want. You know, I get that you're trying to be nourishing to me, but you still have to know who you are and survive without me. If I go down, I want to know that you can hold my shit down. Right. Not, damn, you know what I'm saying? I need him here. You want to say, what would Spade do?
Right. When I read the comment, I didn't know what to say. I was on the fence myself, but I think I know what she was trying to say without saying it. This is a person who's not very communicative about what's happening in the relationship. So I think this was her way of saying he didn't do anything to directly break my heart, cheat, hit me. My heart is not broken. I'm completely fine. But the hope of the relationship is gone because maybe he's doing things that she doesn't like, or she's just not happy. Mm-hmm. So if it is you're not happy, and happy is a pretty associable word with hope. Mm-hmm. If you're happy in a situation, then you have hope for it. Mm-hmm. Normally, you know, if you're going to your favorite restaurant, your hope is you're going to get your favorite meal. It's going to be great. Mm-hmm. It's only going to be a very small percentage chance that you're not going to get the same meal you've always gotten from your favorite restaurant. So I'm going to agree with you just based on that if you've lost hope, you've lost it all, and you should just tune in here so we can help you along the way. This is an episode of Relations Guys. My name is Kana Lassiter. You can find me on IG at Kana Lassiter. You can also find me on Twitter at Kana Lassiter.
You can find your boy on both platforms, 51 Spade, IG, and Twitter. If you're looking for the shirts, you can go over to my IG. That's Alpha Male God Creations. We want to thank everybody for following us and participating on TikTok. I want to thank everybody for listening on Podbean. Hey, y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Support the movement. A lot of conversations will be like this. We'll debate, sing and stuff, and we will tackle your topics. Don't forget, you also can order these shirts at www.alphamalegodcreations.com. And like I always say about this time,